Welcome to Behind the Vans, a show where we give you a closer look at musicians and artists performing in the 4 states. I'm your host, Yaneli Lopez, and today we have a duo based in Kansas. The Vogts sisters have been performing since 2012 and have gained a widespread recognition for their vocal arrangements and their tight sisterly harmonies. So let's go ahead and kick things off with their first performance of the night. Here's All the Pretty Ladies by the Vogts sisters.
Ladies in white swing arm in arm with their boots. Stars in the night, amber lamplight, whispering soft and low. Standing away, but I know what they say, promising heart and home. A flush and a gleam, the shine of a dream. She'd follow wherever he goes. Braided and pressed in my old cotton dress, watching all the pretty ladies, all the pretty ladies. As hours slip by, proud little wallflower girl, blaming my roots or the scuff on my boots, still let the misery unfurl. Surrounded by skirts, they smile and they flirt. I stand with my feet planted firm. Would I turn down the man if he offered a hand? Maybe pride won't let lonely folks learn. Stoic and yet out of my depth, watching all the pretty ladies, all the pretty ladies. Starts to play a melody all lovers know, setting the scene for romance and wings. I follow wherever he goes. Would I follow? We'll never know. Still saving face, learning the grace of all the pretty ladies, all the pretty ladies, all the pretty ladies.
And we are back with the Vogts sisters. How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful. Great.
Nice to have you guys. Thank you for joining me for tonight. So you guys have been playing since 2012. What pushed you guys to get the duo started?
It was kind of an accident.
Yeah, people ask us this all the time, and honestly, we can't remember. Our mom got us guitars. She got me a guitar first for Christmas, and part of the stipulation of practicing with our pastor at the time, Pastor Stubenrauch, was to sing as well. And Maggie at that point, she hadn't really been writing songs or anything, right? And she didn't know how to play guitar. Very quickly afterwards, she got a guitar and started writing. Yeah. And I don't even remember how we...
How you decided to make the...
Yeah. There's a town festival in Parsons. What is it called again?
Katie Days.
Katie Days. Yeah. They have...
They had a singing competition, and why we entered it, I can't answer that, but we did, and we didn't win, but we did catch the attention of a gentleman who was interested in recording us.
Okay.
And
Yep.
we win.
One thing led to the other.
Yeah.
So for someone hearing about you guys first, how would you describe your sound? Or your genre, I guess I should say.
Americana, probably.
Yeah.
Some people have said folk, but
I don't know. I don't know how folky we are.
So of course you guys do perform with the acoustic guitar, but you also do mandolin and violin. How did you go about learning those instruments?
our grandmother bought us instruments, and so we had to learn how to play them. And that's how that came about.
We were getting bored with the guitar, you know. It was kind of awkward standing up there and one person not doing anything. So.
It definitely adds more sound and stuff, and you know, just being two, it can be kind of hard. You know, you don't have like drummers and stuff, but learning different instruments definitely helps with.
I admire big bands though, because that takes a lot of effort to set up everything. We're pretty easy peasy. For the most part, we just walk up there and let her rip.
So this next song we have you guys performing is called California Calls. What is the meaning or the story behind that song?
This, I had watched a documentary by Ken Burns about the Dust Bowl. And so this is a Great Depression era song, and just about leaving home.
Just leaving home. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that song then. All right. Here's the Vogts Sisters performing California Calls.
Ashes in the wind and the river's gone dry. Mama making biscuits, trying not to cry. 'Cause we're leaving tomorrow, Daddy says it's time to go. Sugar on my tongue and dust in my eyes. Mama gave honey, my daddy served rye. Singing to the clouds, are we born to die? California calls, it's the end of time. Omi's in the backyard crying in a tree. Marty's in the cellar dreaming ice cream. Daddy's in the dust field sitting on a knee with a plea. Settling stone. Granddaddy built this house with his blood and bone. Babies raised, crops were sown, but the rains have gone, the blessings flown. Ashes in the wind and the river's gone dry. They say sorrow and summer will pass on by. 'Cause we're leaving tomorrow, home's falling behind. Sugar on my tongue and dust in my eyes. Mama gave honey, my daddy served rye. Singing to the clouds, are we born to die? California
California calls, it's the end of time.
And we are back with Maggie and Abby. So, what does the songwriting process usually look like for you guys?
It's changed a lot. When I was younger, I would sit down with an idea and just write a song in one sitting. But now it's a lot different because I have a husband and kids and like 50 chickens to take care of. So now I'll come up with an idea and write a line, or it may be a melody that comes first. I do not have like a set way of doing it. That's not very professional, but that's the way it is for me. What about you?
Yeah, I actually didn't start writing songs until only a handful of years ago. I think it started when I was like in college sometime. Which I don't know. She's a strong songwriter in my humble opinion, and she carried the weight of that for a long time. So it was really nice to be able to contribute to writing songs. My most vivid memory of writing one was when I was first married, and my husband and I lived in a studio apartment, and very thin walls, as you can imagine. And it was without a sound, actually, one of the lineup for the show. Anyway, I played that thing over and over again, and the neighbor definitely heard it. I felt kind of bad. But yeah, I don't really have a process either. It's kind of just, it's mostly like a thought in your head, and you're like, oh, that's a good thought. I should see if that should, be anything other than a thought. But yeah, there is no rhyme or reason. It usually starts with a rhyme of words for me, and I'll typically write the whole song and then put melody to it, unless it kind of comes naturally.
I was gonna say, is it hard coming up with melodies for each other's? Like, if you write ones, you could do like. Is it hard to come up with melodies? I guess I'm saying.
Well, we've never done it that way, actually. We usually always just sing the finished song to the other person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we'll make changes.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I'd actually never heard that before. I thought everyone's like, we bounce off each other's thoughts and to build it. That's actually pretty cool. All right, so you guys do perform originals and sometimes covers. How do you go about choosing what covers to pick?
Well, we just try to diversify our set, I think, more than anything. Go ahead.
Who are some of the people you guys have covered so far? Or artists, I guess, not people.
We like Emmylou Harris, but then
we also do U2 and
Stevie Nicks, Tom Petty.
Yeah, I think for a while there we were kind of obsessed with the alternative or rock-ishness things. And making them kind of folky, because a lot of the time people couldn't even recognize it until you got to the chorus, and it was like,
okay.
Oh, shoot,
and that was fun.
yeah.
It's fun to see the recognition on people's faces. Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, I've always seen a lot of those where they do change the genre, but the same lyrics and stuff. And it's always cool because that is, I feel like, harder to do because you're trying to make your own sound. But that is pretty cool. Yeah. So you do perform locally, mostly in the Midwest area, and you said you guys have even traveled all the way to Michigan and Wisconsin. How has that experience been to travel, out of state?
Back then it was easier.
That's true.
Yep. It was fun. It would be like a big family road trip with singing.
I know. And honestly, it's still that way, but on a larger scale. There's more cats to herd,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, our grandparents have always been very interested in the music. I think they like having grandchildren that sing. If we were poor at singing, they probably wouldn't be super excited about it. But yeah, no, it was really fun going to Michigan and Wisconsin. Kind of a different type of people to sing to. Yeah.
Is it hard adjusting to the crowds, from because it might vary, I guess state to state, city to city. Is it hard adjusting to them?
We used to worry more about that. I don't think we worry so much anymore. We just do our thing, and if they like it, they stay, and if they don't, they leave. And
Respect both.
Respect both. There you go.
man, we're just playing.
That's true. All right, well, thank you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to your next song. Here is the Vogts sisters with A Ballad of a Love Miscast.
A house of pearl on a high-top hill, gemstone panes looking o'er the mill, a mansion built on a crimson flood, the souls of men, their lives in blood. Charlie Day was my only beau, coal black hair, hard like new snow. I lost his love to a satin hand, Miss Sally Jones, belle of the land. She stole his heart on her high-top hill, looking out the panes toward her daddy's mill. The lad I longed for and adored left me here to softly, softly mourn. I watched him fall into her hand, abandoned reason led like a lamb. She slicked his hair, made him shine his shoes, such a fickle love when mine was true. She took his name on her high-top hill, I heard the bells ringing through the mill. I could not bear such a hopeless love, so I shed my heart and headed down the road. 30 years, now he owns the town, but he sits and drinks his whiskey down. Black tomorrows and a love long past, he softly mourns a love miscast.
And that was the Vogts sisters. So you guys have actually won several awards. Some being like in 2012, you guys have won the Folk Ensemble Championship in Kansas. In 2017, you guys have also won like the New Song Showcase at Walnut Valley Festival, and also in 2019. What does winning those awards mean to you guys?
It was very exciting at the time.
They're your songs that won them, so. I'll help you out.
Thank you.
So, kind of like we had spoken about earlier, which they'll probably cut it out.
Very good.
We started submitting songwriting contests because we really just needed like the visibility and kind of the cred for gigs to book us. And at that time, we were singing wherever we could, bars, like everywhere. And having those accolades, they really help you out, especially with festivals. And at that, like all of those songwriting awards are all from Maggie's songs. But yeah, Walnut Valley is always a fun one. Yeah. Just say your thoughts.
I think you said since 2020, well, after COVID, you guys did stop performing, or did stop, not really performing, but just awards and stuff. But you guys still submit, for songs and all that. Is that something you guys are hoping to get more into more competitions, stuff like that?
don't know how you feel about this, but I'm not interested so much in the songwriting competitions anymore. I mean, we might here and there, but I'd like to just perform more.
Not really good in like into
Yeah.
contests and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys you did mention that you guys have had a few engineers to help record and produce, and of course you guys do have some. Are you guys looking maybe hopefully in the future having your own studio, or how do you guys go about doing that?
Yes, we would love to do that.
Yeah.
We have talked about doing that.
Yes. Russ Head, he was the guy who heard us at Katy Days. He was actually the sound engineer at that festival. And he recorded the first several albums we did, 2 or 3, right? And then we moved to Kelly Wirtz. He is out of the Olathe area originally, but now he actually lives in very scenic Flint Hills. But yeah, they're awesome people. Like, you know, we've met a lot of really cool people during this whole escapade, I guess you could say. Some are musicians, some are just regular folks, you know, that want to get out and do things. But we have talked about doing our own sound setup in the future. I think we have grand visions that will take time, but, you know, oftentimes it's worth the wait.
And then so where can our audience go? Because I know you guys have a YouTube channel and stuff, but where can our audience go to either learn more about you guys or find your guys' music?
We have a website, Vogts Sisters, VOGTS.
VOGTS, sorry.
We have a Facebook page. We have
Spotify.
Okay.
We're on.
We have Pandora. We're on we're on iTunes, I think.
And then YouTube also.
And
Is it just also the Vogts Sisters? Those are all over the platforms?
Yep.
Okay. So then we do have one more song for the audience. So tell us about Without a Sound.
That's the song that I was practicing in my studio apartment and annoying my neighbors with.
Okay, that was the first one you said, or the you got first. Okay,
Yep.
sorry. Continue.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, it's a fun song. It was probably one of the first original ones that I had written that we really liked. And it was very unconventional for us at the time because we didn't typically play mandolin and fiddle without, you know, usually it would be guitar and fiddle, guitar and mandolin, because it has a louder sound. And that's something that we hear pretty often, that we're fairly quiet in our singing and our playing. So we work on that. But anyway, yep, this one was one of the first mando and fiddle numbers that we did. That was pretty boisterous, I feel like, you know?
Very.
Oh.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that song. And thank you guys so much for being with me tonight.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nellie.
Thank you, and it was nice meeting you. All right, that wraps up this episode of Behind the Bands. I'm your host, Yaneli Lopez. As we say goodnight, we do have one more performance by the Vogts Sisters. Here's Without a Sound.
Stepping slow on a willow's bank, then I can't hide away my lonely rag. I'm taken back to the wicked night when I flew away, I winged away from the fight. down.